Hello, welcome back to the Temple420 Bible Study. I get to do these tours with you. I'm Charlie. I'm really excited. We're in Exodus 4. We're lighting the incense and perfume and spreading the aroma of Christ. How do you do that? You grab Christ tightly, which is the wood, the staff that was a snake, and you're going to add fire and swallow up death. The big battle that the medicine breaks through on this barrier of spiritual battle that we hear so often is it breaks through the blood-brain barrier, and it convinces us that the plant is good, and then we give credit to the Creator who created the branch and made man and planted all this in his garden. Well, at some point, I think he's going to burst our bubble. I had that thought the other day. I'm like, oh, wait, how are you going to end the earth? Well, I could burst the bubble. I'm like, oh my goodness. It's a bubble of air, right? Psh, psh. Can you imagine the earth turning into like a balloon? You're like, get the helium, get the helium. Hi, how are you? Like, okay, that's totally a great imagery of how God's going to come down and make everybody feel high, right, Bob Marley? All right. Sorry, these videos are so fun. So Moses is going through this crazy thing. He's got all these signs happening to him. He's 80 years old. He's in the middle of nowhere talking to a bush. At that point, you'd be pretty, either believe or you're done. So Moses, desperate plea and God's response. Let's listen to the conversation. Moses replied to Hashem, "Please, Lord, I am not a man of words. Not since yesterday, nor since the day before yesterday, nor since you first spoke to your servant. For I am heavy of mouth and heavy of speech." Well, that's the scale of justice because he feels guilty. He's got burden, extra weight. Now, at that point, if you want to burn your fat and burn your worries and then even out the scales of justice, lose all the weight and have no more diseases, which is exactly what's happened to me, then you will follow and breathe and serve God. So, Moses says, hey, I'm not worthy. I don't speak many words. I'm really heavy. And then Hashem says to him, and this is where you guys need to listen. Who makes a mouth for man? Or who makes one dumb or deaf or sighted or blind? Is it not I, Hashem? So now go. I shall be with you, with your mouth, and teach you what you should say. Okay. Well, there's a little confidence that if we breathe the tree, we can believe that he did this. Okay? Who makes a mouth for man, and who makes one dumb or deaf, or sighted or blind? Is it not I, Hashem? So now go, I shall be with you, with your mouth. I shall be with your mouth and teach you what you should say. And that is what happens to me. That is what happens to everybody in the Old Testament, and Jesus, and Peter, and Paul, and Luke, and James, and all of the guys. They all were fishermen with the hemp seed, and the wood, and the aroma, and the burnt offerings. And this is the new covenant. Baruch Hashem.